Day one was a hoot, but we're on to day two, so let's do a mock draft for day two. Let's go. Now, this isn't going to be predictive. This is just going to be kind of what I would do. I'm going to showcase some players here, maybe some possibilities. So let's go ahead, get into this sucker with the Buffalo Bills, who moved down twice and eventually out of the first round altogether. People were talking that they could be trying to work a trade for maybe a Brandon Ayuk, a T. Higgins. I don't know. We'll see. But if they can't get that trade, then I say Adonai Mitchell, you are a Buffalo Bill. Now we got the New England Patriots. And I actually want to take a minute to actually think about this pick. That's right. I'm doing this sucker on the fly. I'm thinking I might go wide receiver, but if it was Mitchell, I'd really like that here. Could go with like a Keon Coleman. Like McConkey isn't out of the realm of possibility. We could also go with the offensive line, but I'm gonna be honest, I feel like the wide receiver position I'd rather take a shot at. This Kingsley Sumatea, you know, he's good and all, but he's a bit of a project. So I think I will. I think we're gonna double up a receiver right here. We could go Troy Franklin, legit field stretcher. Ooh, that's a thought. I think I'm gonna do that. Troy Franklin to the Patriots. Now we got the Arizona Cardinals, who of course went Marvin Harris Jr. Then they went with Darius Robinson. The corner talent has fallen here, so hey, let's get on this and get Cooper DeJean. Heck yes, heck yes. That's the thing. Good players fall in the draft, guys. Good players fall in the draft. Washington Commanders, Jackson Powers Johnson. Honestly, was probably a thought at 35, but I think I'd still go with a more valuable position. And here for the Commanders, I think you just go and get Kool-Aid, right? Get some corner help. You could go with the edge, like a Marshawn Nealon, but maybe hope that he makes it to 40. That probably, yeah, because Kool-Aid, there ain't no way Kool-Aid makes it to 40. And I think the corner class kind of falls off a little bit after this. So we're going to go ahead and snag Kool-Aid McKinstry. Chargers. So they got their tackle. They probably go defense with this pick. All the top corners just kind of went off the board here. These guys, I feel a little bit better somewhere else on day two. Maybe not the second round. Or at least not early in the second round. So we could move to the defensive interior position, where the question comes down to, does Jim Harbaugh get his guy, or does he go with Drazon Newton? Johnny Newton would be phenomenal. Really would. Also, he could have gone with any of these picks, but again, just kind of went with more valuable positions. But yeah, I'm going to go with Drazon Newton there. What a haul. What a haul for Jim Harbaugh's first draft. All right. Could have shored up the offensive line with Jackson Powers Johnson, but I think that's a bit overkill. Don't really know what Corey Lindsey's situation is exactly. Tennessee Titans, they went JC Latham. We could go Jackson Powers Johnson, but then we'd be essentially playing him at one of the guard spots. Maybe you move Skoronski out to left tackle, keep JC at right, and then have Jackson Powers Johnson come in and play left guard. That honestly could be a thing. Not a bad thought to have. It truly isn't. Lad McConkey is currently the top guy on my board. I could go with edge help. It's actually, hold on a minute. I think I kind of like that. Tennessee Titans, because they got Harold Landry. Who else have they got out there working the edge? Arden Key. They don't really have a superstar there out on the edge. That's the thing. You can get a versatile body type like a Marshawn Nealon. I actually kind of like that. I kind of like it quite a bit. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to go with Marshawn Nealon. Carolina Panthers, they went up and got Xavier Legette. And I think I'm going to complete the offensive line. I'm going to complete the Infinity Stones. Give freaking Bryce Young all the help. Jackson Powers shots it here to the Panthers. Washington Commanders. I was kind of, again, hoping Marshawn Neal would make it here, but he did not. It is what it is. It's fine. That I can accept. Best players on the board, receiver. We could go Lad McConkey. There's Mason McCormick, who's an interesting thought. Kingsley Sua-Matea. They didn't get that tackle yet. Do you swing on the project tackle? I think you kind of have to, right? Well, I mean, you don't have to, but I think it's not a bad option. We went ahead, took best player available at 36. So, yeah, why not grab a guy with high upside, Kingsley Sua-Matea? Green Bay Packers, I think this is where the first linebacker comes off the board. I'm thinking it's going to be Adonai Cooper. It could honestly be, could be safety, could be corner. They didn't address that in the first round. We went with Jordan Morgan. But honestly, it's not great here. And I mean, they got to pick a 58. Honestly, that's probably where I address the secondary. So yeah, I think I'm gonna go with that linebacker because I definitely think those, at least two of those top three guys will be gone. I'll grab Adonai Cooper. The Texans, apparently they wanted to trade back in the first round. Don't know how true that is. But again, kind of a scenario you want to kind of just go best player available. Question is, who would that be? Like Michael Hall jumps to mind. Could go receiver. That's not out of the realm of possibility. Could go center with Zach Frazier. If you're gonna have Scruggs play guard, that could be a thing. Honestly, I think the best get is probably, they pick again at 59. I think I'd rather have corners available to me there. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. I think I'm gonna go with the interior monster known as Michael. Look at him. He is way down here on the PFF board. I don't like that. Big Michael Hall guy though. All right, man. Atlanta shocked the world. They truly did. I mean, at this juncture, you have to get a pass rusher of some sort. Question is, who? I got Jonah Ellis up here. They could get a twitched up monster like that. You could go with like Chris Braswell. That's a possibility. No one else is like jumping out to me. Golly, you gotta do something about the edge rush. These Isaac I have more as a third rounder, so I'm gonna go with Jonah Ellis. I think Jonah Ellis probably falls to the third round though. Las Vegas Raiders, they got Brock Bowers. That was freaking nuts. Cuckoo Cabanza. I like the pick though. I do. I really do. So maybe this is where we see a corner come off the board. Is there a corner I like at this pick? It would probably be like what, Max Melton, right? That would be the guy I'd take here. I'm going corner. Maybe you go to shore up the offensive line. Like it's gonna be Thayer Mumford out there, right? That right tackle. Where Las Vegas Raiders. Dylan Parham could play both guard spots, so I'm not too worried about that. They brought in Cody Whitehair, but woof. So like okay, Mason McCormick on a side note. Come in and play left guard. Yeah, what am I thinking? Go Mason McCormick. I love Mason McCormick. That's my type of guy right there. Where they got him at 95. New Orleans Saints. They did what they were supposed to do. They took a tackle. Good on them. We could look at Lad McConkey here, honestly. I don't think that's too far out of the realm of possibility. Keon Coleman's here if they want a little bit more size. Any other positions they may go? It's kind of the question. Like edge. Again, the edge class is kind of like whatever. right now, I think I like it better at the back end of the second round. We could go with like a Chris Jenkins to kind of just shore up the interior. Have him be like the long-term running mate with Byron or Brian Brazzi. That's an option. I think that's an option I might end up taking. Yeah. Or maybe, honestly, you could double dip and tackle. You could take a swing on tackle here with one of the project guys and just keep Fuaga out there at right tackle. So I think probably the better option is like the safe option is just sticking with the trenches. Go Chris Jenkins. Colts, they didn't get a quarter. They got Latu. Good pick, honestly. And I mean, we're in a position where we could be that first team to take a corner here. And I think I am. I'm going to go with TJ Tampa. He's my top corner currently on the board. New York Giants. They took Malik Neighbors. Now what? The age-old question. Now what? Like Jared Hicks is a thought. You could swing on a running back here. Like I have Trey Benson this high. I'm a big Trey Benson guy. I mean, that kind of protects Daniel Jones a little bit. Just surround him with more playmakers. But I feel like, I mean, their next pick's at 70. You could probably get a good safety there. To me, yeah. See, Gojo and Akila love it. They love the pick. Jacksonville Jaguars, they went with the Brian Thomas, and I like that quite a bit. They're in kind of a area where they could probably go best available. We won't really have to force anything. Like Zach Frazier's an interesting thought if you just want to play him at guard early on. I think that's something we could do. Mike Sanders still is a really good fit, but they're gonna have Savage. They're probably playing the nickel, and I'd rather probably get someone who could play press on the outside, but that guy for me isn't here until a little bit later. So I think there might be better options, honestly, at corner at pick 96. I really do think that. So could go Ruka Rahoro. I think I'm gonna go with Zach Frazier. I mean, they re-signed Ezra Cleveland, Brandon Sheriff can't really stay healthy. Mitch Morris. Oh man, I don't know about that one. Maybe I do just like force a corner here. Like Max Melton, I think would be fine. Or I could swing on Ruka Roro. Again, upside. I can just Trent Bulky this sucker. Mike Sanders still might mean a little bit more. Actually, I think I'm going to go with Sanders still. As now, like Savage, you know, he's gonna play safety. He's gonna play slot, but then Sanders still is gonna be your go-to slot guy. Cincinnati Bengals took Amarius Mims. I like it quite a bit. And do I feel a trade in the air? Maybe we see T. Higgins bounce. I should honestly pop open Twitter or X just to make sure no funny business happens. While I'm recording this, I don't see it. Okay, so no trade yet. Maybe it'll happen when draft actually starts. So where do we go then from here? The interior, you could swing on Rook. I mean, the wide receiver talent's really good at this juncture. And you know, I mean, even if you keep T. Higgins, like you lost Tyler Boyd. I like Lad McConkey. Yeah, they have Charlie Jones there, but that's not stopping me. Philadelphia Eagles somehow got Quinion. I don't know how we keep letting this happen year after year, people. I just don't know. But this is the spot where they should probably take a linebacker. I think they probably... I think I'm going to go with Peyton Wilson. Because coverage has been a big problem with their linebackers. It really has. That's kind of thing. And you're getting a really good coverage linebacker in Peyton Wilson. Pittsburgh Steelers. They took Troy Fautanu, so they addressed the offense. We could go with Zach Frazier. Bam, there's your center. I think preferably I'd like to jump to the defensive side of the football. Could get that wide receiver, actually. But who is that guy here? Keon Coleman? Maybe? I like Jalen Polk. Like, maybe we're better off at 84 looking for that wide receiver option. Like, if Ladd was here, that would have been fun. That would have been fun. Like, Keon Coleman, is he a little bit too similar to George Pickens? I think he kind of is. So maybe, just maybe, like, safety's also on the table here, but I think this is probably where you want to start dipping into that corner class. I think Max Melton or Rakestraw would be good fits here. And I think I'm gonna go with... go with Max Melton. I got him a little bit higher. Like one spot higher. Los Angeles Rams. Well, we just saw a corner come off the board. I think Rakestraw would actually be a good fit here for the Rams. So maybe we go with that. Yeah, I'm kind of cool with that. I think I like that. I think I'll go with Rakestraw. Look at that. The corners go back to back. Philadelphia Eagles back on the clock. We got Peyton Wilson. They got Quinion Mitchell. Maybe we take a look at that right tackle of the future. Because this is their last pick. So why not swing on like Blake Fisher, Patrick Paul, Kieran Amagaji? Yeah, we'll go with Blake. We'll go with Blake here. Cleveland Browns. All right. I mean, there's some good players here. Question is, what good player do I like? Zach Frazier, honestly, is kind of a thought. Ethan Posick kind of had some injury woes. Or you could play Frazier at guard with like Joel Todio. He's up there in dog years. Taking a swing on the defensive interior class isn't a bad option either. That's probably actually where I'm going to go. I like Rook Araujo quite a bit. And he won't have to start right away because they have a bunch of one-year deals with vets there. And we could come back to 85. It's a deep offensive line class. Maybe we could find someone there if that's truly where we want to go. Okay, got the Miami Dolphins. I'm going to go ahead and get our right guard in Christian Haynes. Zach Frazier's a thought, but Christian Haynes, good movement skills. I like it. So the Cowboys got Tyler Guyton. I think they're probably going running back with this pick. They do have 73, but you don't know what funny business could happen in between now and then. So again, we're linking Jonathan Brooks to the Cowboys all day, every day. That's just how it is. Until it doesn't happen, it's gonna happen. Tampa Bay Buccaneers, they got Graham Barton. Everyone's ecstatic. I think now we dip into the edge class. I mean, we could go with Keon Coleman, honestly. We got a pick at 89. Like, the edge class does fall off, but currently it's fallen. Maybe I feel good about getting a player at that juncture. Like, Keon Coleman being here is really good. Roman Wilson, too. I'm going to go with Keon Coleman. I think I'm going to do it. Green Bay Packers. So, look at that. Safety still on the board. Let's just go ahead and snag our safety in Jaden Hicks. We got the Houston Texans. I took, I think, Michael Hall Jr. I like that. So now what? Who are we going to go with? I'd like a corner. We've seen a few corners come off the board. Renardo Green would be a pretty good fit here. I mean, I like him quite a bit. I think he's a player that's probably going to end up falling, unfortunately, which I think is kind of stupid, but I think he's really good. I'll go with Renardo Green. Buffalo Bills. We grabbed, what? Adonai Mitchell? Heck yeah. What a good get. Now we can kind of do whatever the hell we want. Who do they bring in to play center? Let's see. Connor McGovern. He's like fine. He's also a guy that can play guard, right? I think so. Trying to remember. Trying to remember exactly. Because there's two Connor McGoverns on the offensive line in the NFL. Yeah, he played a majority of his snaps at left guard last year. And I mean, a move for Zach Frazier here as you go like David Edwards and Connor McGovern, like battle it out for left guard. I kind of like that. Let's do it. Detroit Lions, they got Terran Arnold yesterday. Very good pick. And we could go for Adisa Isaac. That probably is the play. We could go with like a Chris Braswell as well. Oh no, I think I might swing on Isaac. I think I might. I think I may. I think I will. There we go. Baltimore Ravens. They snagged Nate Wiggins. They really wanted a tackle. We could go ahead and take one of those project tackles here. We'll go with who went off the board earlier among those? Oh, Blake Fisher. Okay, yeah. We'll go with Kieran Amagaji. Like, I like Patrick Paul too. Him and Patrick Paul and Kieran Amagaji are like back to back in my prospect rankings. Oh man, the Niners, they took Ricky Pearsall. I'm very curious if we're gonna see them move one of their wide receivers today. I really, really am curious if we'll see that happen. But I think we're gonna go with a guard here. I think they do need some more interior help. I'm gonna go with Cooper BB. Well, I mean, isn't it a right guard that they're kind of like scared about? Yeah, it is. You got Burford. You got Feliciano. I'm terrible with names. I'm sorry, guys. Feliciano played pretty well last year, actually, down the stretch. And of course, you would like someone better than Colton McKivitz. I think they probably like that. I mean, we could shoot to. You know what? We could shoot on the interior. They love having just a deep rotation there along the trenches. Go with Braden Fisk. I think he probably goes in the second round. I think the NFL probably loves that cat. So Chiefs got Xavier Worthy. Apparently, they wanted to come out with potentially they really wanted to swing on a tackle. I think Patrick Paul. Probably the guy to swing on then. So we'll go with him here. Though maybe Brandon Coleman probably could have been a better option. Depending on what they do with Trey Smith. That's kind of the question mark next year. All right, round 3, Carolina Panthers. We got Xavier Legge. We got Jackson Powers Johnson. I want corner. I want a corner, and I want it bad. You go Kamari Lassiter. I don't know. Maybe I'm a little out because of the speed. So who's that next guy up? Who would be that next guy up? We got Lassiter. Here we go. Like Andrew Phillips. Then Jarvis Brownlee. This could be a Phillips spot. I could see it. Send it. Corner. Bam. Got the Cardinals, and I believe I took Cooper DeJean. Just kind of going with best player available. We could go back to that defensive line if they want to. We could go to the offensive line because the offensive line class is really good. The interior. I would like a center would be nice, but not necessary. I could just take like a Cooper Beebe or a Christian Mahogany. You'll go Cooper Beebe here, and we'll see what's popping at pick 71. Washington Commanders. Commanders went with Kingsley Suamatea, Kool-Aid McKinstry. Just kind of took best players available. And I gotta say, I kind of like that. Kind of like how that turned out. I think I'm gonna go with tight end. I don't. Jatavion Sanders. He kind of fell on my board, unfortunately. I'm actually going to go with Ben Sinnott. I think he's going to find his way in day 2. I truly do. Big Ben Sinnott guy. New England Patriots. Okay, we could take that shot on tackle since we took a wide receiver. Who did we take? We took Troy Franklin. Oh, man, all those project tackles are now off the board, though. Very fascinating. Very fascinating. Okay, then what? Now what do we do? Like Dominic Pooney, but he's going to be a guard on the interior. Rosengarten, do I want him to switch sides? Do I think Awenu could switch sides? I could just go with Brandon Coleman. Could. Okay, maybe that's not the place to go. We could go with Edge. They got Uchi on just a 1-year deal. So let's find someone across from Judon. Maybe they want to develop like Austin Booker, but I'm going to go with Chris Braswell. That's probably the responsible decision. Chargers. I took myself Jerzon Newton. Feel like Chargers having a good draft here. Just a good draft. And we could get a receiver here on day 2. Roman Wilson, have him play in the slot. I think that would be nice. Jermaine. Burden, it's kind of a thought. Jalen Polk is real nice here as well. There's just a lot of good receivers on the board. There just is. I think I'll go with Roman Wilson, though. Yeah, I'll go with Roman Wilson. We gotta get the Michigan connections at some point for Harbaugh. Okay, I took Trey Benson, so I have addressed the offensive line, or I've addressed offensive playmakers for the Giants. I think now we could go to the safety class. One safety already came off the board. The question is, who do I want next? Javon Bullard, honestly, if you're looking to replace McKinley in terms of what he did for the defense, Bullard's probably the guy. Back here with the Cardinals, and I did take Cooper Beebe. I could double dip on offensive line, but I don't think I really want to. Maybe I should just take best player available at this juncture. Who would that be? I'm looking at Jalen Polk. We could go with another receiver, like no kidding. I think Ruka Rohoro's off the board. We could go linebacker. Ooh, linebacker's not a... Oh, dude, Junior Colson's still here, ain't he? Yes, please, sign me up. Junior Colson off the board. New York Jets. This could be where we start grabbing more wide receivers. They went ahead and got Olu Fashanu, so we could look at a receiver that could complement these guys, and Polk would be a really good complement, honestly. Yeah, I kind of like that. I mean, the value's there. Okay, Dallas Cowboys. We grab Jonathan Brooks. We could take a swing on center at this juncture. We surely can. We could go with corner as well. Can I look at the corner class real quick before I make up my mind? Kamari Lassiter. Dang, dude. Dang. think I'd rather just go with the center here. I think Bordellini is probably, honestly, the next guy off the board. My opinion. So we're going to replace one Wisconsin center with another. Okay, Atlanta Falcons, this is indeed where Kamari Lassiter comes off the board here. This is indeed where I am taking him. We grab Jonah Ellis at 43. Let's address the corner position. He can play on the outside. He's in a scheme that's very friendly to... That's a scheme there that does a good job of hiding slower corners. Reem Morris does a good job of that. Chicago Bears, man, they came out with Roma Dunze. They came out with stinking Caleb Williams. They've essentially won the draft in my heart. Where else do we go? We could look center. There's a few here, but I think you probably just go to edge. I mean, they do want to penetrate in 3 tech. Is there one of those on the board here? I don't think there's one I'd want to take here. I'm gonna go with Austin Booker, maybe. Or do I go Braylon Trice? I don't know. I like the upside of Booker quite a bit. I think I am. Denver Broncos, they got them Bo Nix. Heck yeah, let's go. Now what? Now what are we doing here? Like, who's coming off the board? Who's coming off the board? Let's see. Who are some of the best available cats for us right now at this juncture? Malachi Corley. We can talk about Patrick Paul still on the board. Not that I'm considering for this pick, but kind of curious if he was. Couldn't remember if I took him yet or not. Like Braylon Trice, I think makes sense here, actually. You get a little beefier at edge. That's kind of what they wanted. Hey, Las Vegas Raiders. I think I took Zach. No, I didn't. I took Mason McCormick, right? Yeah, Mason McCormick. Do I get a corner? I feel like this is now the time to go grab corners, because there's guys there. Brownlee would be fun. Big Brownlee guy. Like who else do we got at our disposal here? Like, yeah, there's guys like Richardson, Cam Hart, Nehemiah Pritchett. I'm a little higher on too. Let's see. I think Brownlee's probably the best one on the board. Could go with Kalen Carson. I think the thing is, man, I don't want to get too small at the corner position if I'm the Raiders, and Carson does have better size. Like, there's Kyrie Jackson, but he's like 25. Yeah, I think I'll go with Kalen Carson. Washington Commanders, we grabbed Ben Sinnott. I think we're having a good draft here. We could double dip somewhere if we want to. Like Tyler Newbin being on the board is kind of fun. But let's see. What else could we do here? We could maybe grab like a Malachi Corley. I don't think that's too crazy. Just get a Yak Machine there for Cliff Kingsbury, because he knew exactly what to do with Rondale Moore. I'm sure he'll be able to figure out Malachi Corley. Sarcasm. Yeah, I'm down to swing on Corley at this juncture. Atlanta Falcons, I'm going to go ahead and snag a Tyler Nubin. They kind of have a civil war going on with Helms and Grant at safety next to Bates. You could solve that with Nubin. Bengals. Who did I go with? We took Lad McConkey. Of course we did. That's a good pick. That's a good pick. But now, where do we go? Where do we go from here? We could look at interior. Oh, you know what? Send it. Devondre Sweat, send it. We lost DJ Reader. It's so hard to replace that type of size. Send it. Seattle Seahawks. This is their first pick after taking Byron Murphy. I think we could probably take a guard here. Wish Christian Mahogany was more of a left guard, but I feel like he could probably play both sides no problems. Are there any guys I'm high on that they got a little lower here? Doesn't look like it. I'm gonna go ahead and check my own rankings. Brandon Coleman's still on the board, right? They just list him as a tackle. We could have him play guard. He's got tackle flexibility. Heck yes, send it. Indianapolis Colts. We did get our corner in TJ Tampa. I mean, do we have that like nasty vertical speedster? We could. We could go with Burton. We could go with Devontae, or we could even go with Baker. Just taking a look at their speed. I guess Tez would be the fastest among those three guys. Yeah, I think I'll swing on Tez. I have a bad feeling in my gut though. Tez is just more Alec Pierce. Los Angeles Rams, we snagged Ennis Rakestraw Jr. They also grabbed Jared Verse. I'm not going to lie, if Devondre Sweat was here, I would have thought about that. I think maybe now, what else can we do? We could go tackle, but none of these guys really fit what I would want. We could go... honestly, with another complimentary back, but like Blake Corum is just too close to like Kyron Williams. So I mean, maybe we go interior, but like those guys are kind of gone. We can take we'll take a shot on Mason Smith. Hell yeah. Pittsburgh Steelers. Did I get that receiver yet? I got Max Melton. Okay, it's probably about time. It's overdue. Let's get that receiver. Jermaine Burton. Yeah, red flags be darned. Cleveland Browns. I believe I took Ruka Rohoro. Now I probably go back to the offensive line. Because there are still some good prospects here. I mean, I could go with Jalen Wright, but I mean, your home run shot is Jerome Ford. That's kind of what he was coming out of high school. I think Christian Mahogany be a probably pretty good get. Just kind of hoping he could play left guard in the future. Yeah. Okay. Hey, Miami Dolphins forfeited pick. Gotta love it. Houston Texans. Would have been nice if Sweat made it here, but we grabbed Green. We got Michael Hall Jr. What more could we want? What more could we ask for? Well, shoot, let's find out. Looking at who's on the board. Top prospect for me would be Jalen McMillan. Maybe I go Adisa Isaac. They brought back Derek Barnett. If anything, they're like, I mean, I know D'Amico Ryan loves, and I mean loves him. Oh, Isaac's off the board anyway. I know D'Amico Ryan loves him defensive line depth though. Do I look at a safety? I probably look at a safety, right? Ooh, Rabbit Taylor Demerson, sign me up. Dallas Cowboys. So we got a center. We got Tyler Guyton. We got our running back. We could probably move to the defense. For them, slot's kind of wide open because Bland's going to be playing on the outside. Jordan Lewis is kind of whatever. So I'm actually going to get Tyke Smith, dude. I think he's really nasty in the slot. Green Bay Packers. I got a linebacker. I got a safety. The corner class is probably where I want to be. The corner class. Brownlee's kind of a fit. Not great size, though. That's the thing. Do I just go with a better, like a bigger press option? Oh, I could go with Richardson. Maybe that's not a reach. I got him like at the beginning of the 4th round. I got him right up there with Cam Hart. They got a pick at 91. Maybe I just go best available. Which again, it's a wide receiver for me, but you know, let's there's Rosengarten, but they did just draft a tackle. Baker. I could go another safety. Bo Limmer I like quite a bit. Blake Corum. Like legit Blake Corum. Kind of like at this juncture. Because like AJ Dillon, you know? So yeah, get Josh Jacobs, like someone who could truly like come in and help him out and relieve him. Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I think I said I wanted to get the edge talent here. Because I was kind of hoping maybe like a Braylon Trice would be here. But hey, this is what happens when you draft against yourself. Who would be the next edge for me? It's probably Kamara, right? I got Booker. I got Isaac off the board. I now have Trice off the board. And I would be staring down Muhammad Kamara, man. Guy's old, though. Is there anything else I could take here? Like, no kidding, I could take a safety. Oh, I could go linebacker. Kind of a thought. I think I maybe like the safety options here a little bit too much, though. But let's see us. We got... I like Cole Bishop, man. I think Cole Bishop would be really fun. Or we could... I'm going to swing on the upside. The ball hawking ability of Cameron Kitchens. I think that's fun. Okay, we got Arizona Cardinals. I've done a lot for the Cardinals. It's hard to remember at this juncture. Junior Colson, Cooper Beebe. I think, who was it? Cooper DeJean. Golly, that is actually pretty nice. I'm feeling pretty good about this draft. Maybe you go with another wide receiver. You don't have to be done dressing the position. And I think this would be a good spot for like a Jalen McMillan. I'm gonna go with that here. All right, so what I was talking about, a corner for the Packers. So let's maybe go with Jerry Jones, who could play inside and out. Probably ends up being a slot, but does have experience on the outside. Tampa Bay Buccaneers back again with the Bucks. And I mean, again, we could contemplate edge. Like, I like Xavier Thomas. I actually like Xavier Thomas. You know what? Maybe do I want to swing on Hunt? I mean, they're both going to be like 24 at the beginning of this year. I think Thomas is less of a project. Baltimore Ravens, I think I did get that project tackle for them in Kieran Amagaji. The edge class here is just, I don't love it at this juncture. Does feel like maybe I'm kind of like reaching on it maybe here and there. So what do we do here? Could get in on this wide receiver class. Like, I'm looking for a vertical threat. Did I take Jermaine Burton? Oh, I took him for the Steelers. Oh, crafty. I do like Javon Baker quite a bit, though. And he gives him size. Yeah, I'll go with Baker. San Fran, I came away with Braden Fisk. I would like a corner, please. Not a running back. Would like a corner. And golly, Jarvis Brownlee, I like quite a bit, man. Whether he ends up playing inside or out, yeah. Buffalo Bills. We came away with Adonai Mitchell, Zach Frazier. Do I go back and look on the interior? It's just you're not going to get that meat on the interior at this juncture. That's just the fact of things. So maybe like Dwayne Carter, the back end here. Again, Makai Wingo, too undersized. Like Leonard Taylor, you could take a shot on. But like, he's just not starting early. But I mean, dude, they took a shot on Gregory Rousseau. So maybe they'd be willing to do something like that again. I could just go with Cole Bishop. Sure up safety. What, they got Taylor Rapp back there. Then they brought in Mike Edwards. I don't really have a long-term option. You know what? Yeah, I think I talked myself into safety. I'm going to go with Cole Bishop. I like Cole Bishop. Or Malik Mustafa. I mean, both are basically very similar. All right, I got Cole Bishop. A little bit higher. I'm going to go with him here. Jacksonville Jaguars. Did we get that corner in day 2? Mike Sainer still. Not on the outside. Oh, shoot, man. I think this is probably where you take a shot on, like, Cameron. On, like, Cam Hart. Or Richardson. I think Cam Hart tested out pretty well, though. Cincinnati Bengals. We could take a shot at tight end here. I feel like we've kind of like banged out everything we really needed to. So we could do that. Why am I going to this? There we go. Okay. So for me, Theo Johnson, I kind of want to swing on those just on that ability. Pittsburgh Steelers. We did get Jermaine Burton. We got Blake. No, we didn't get Blake Fisher. Who do we get? Max Melton. Okay. Okay. I kind of want to take a shot at center. Kind of want to take a shot at center. You could go Cedric Van Pran. I think I like Bo Limmer better. I'm going Bo Limmer. I like Bo Limmer better. That's just who I am. LA Rams. We grabbed Mason Smith. We also grabbed Ennis Rakestraw Jr. on top of Jared Verse. I could swing to the offense at this juncture. Did they bring in... Weren't they the team that brought in Kobe Parkinson, or was that the Chargers? Oh, this was a squad. They brought in Kobe Parkinson. So what else? Like I'm thinking running back, maybe? Like no lie, Audric Estime is kind of fun here. They got him right here. I do love me Tyrone Tracy. But I kind of want the big back. And then I'm going to end this sucker off by going with, of course, not Spencer Rattler. But where do they have him? I'm going to go with Roger Rosengarten. Because Andrew Wiley is. But hey, there we go, man. That's a long video for you. Maybe this is what day 3 looks like. Who knows? Perhaps. Maybe. We shall see. But yeah, let me know what you think in the comment section below. We will be me and Alex from Hail Mary Sports We'll be streaming all of day 2 later today. So come join us for that sucker if you haven't checked it out already. I already have draft grades up for round 1. So look at that sucker. And apparently everything's a sucker. I'm going to go get a lollipop. But until next time, you be easy, my friends. Later.